devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Tell me why Krispy Kreme, Christie, believes that he is going to be the next president of the United States. Tell me why. Child, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. He shall not. He shall not. He's going around here giving these speeches and shit like he the man. I'm up 70% in the polls. And I've won this and I've won that, bitch. There will not be a Republican president of the United States. Krispy Kreme. You ain't nothing but a Donald Trump. We've had enough Republicans. We are done with Republicans. We may not want Biden, but we damn sure don't want a Republican. And you was right in there with Trump. With all your damn chaos, COVID chaos nonsense. Killing half the population. We remember you, Krispy. We remember you very well. You, Barr, Roger Stone. We remember all of y'all. You're not separating yourself from Donald Trump. I could have swore I had some pancake mix. Oh. Because I want some pancakes. Ooh. I had some pancake mix. Pancake mix. Where is my pancake mix? Oh, where is my pancake mix? Ooh. Where is my pancake mix? So no, we're not making Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme, the president of the United States, because I know people got short memories, but he was right in there, right along with Donald Trump and all these conspiracies, killing. First, he killed a man on the Garden State Parkway. Y'all not from New Jersey, so maybe you don't recall. Or maybe you just don't know how he stopped up all traffic coming in and out of the Garden State Parkway and the tunnels when he was running for election, which he lost. And there was a man in an ambulance trying to get into the Lincoln tunnels when he was running for re-election for governor. And that man died in the ambulance, so he contributed to that murder of that man. And playing politics, just like Donald Trump, dirty politics, and cost that man his life. Why do you think we want somebody like that to be president? It's beyond me. This is true. 2 of his staff members went to prison for years. They filed appeals. Their convictions got overturned. I think one was in prison for 2 years. The other one was in prison for 1.5 years. He let his staff go down while his dirty ass attorney general got him off because he said, I didn't tell them to do that. Well, who you think? It's the same thing with Roger Stone. Not Roger Stone. Michael Cohen. The same exact thing that Michael Cohen did. Who do you think Michael Cohen paid the whore the money for? Donald Trump. Who do you think those two staff people stopped that traffic for and paid that money and had that traffic stopped for against his adversary that was running, that they ran those ads for? And then he shut. Why do you think that those 2 people who worked for Governor Christie paid that money and had those the bridge shut down and had all those traffic stops signals shut down for? You think they just did that on their own? No, Christie told them to shut that down. They worked on his staff. It was his idea, and they did it for him. But see, he more slick than Donald Trump. The same exact scenario. Same goddamn scenario that with Donald Trump and Michael Cohen. Exact same scenario. So you want to hire another Donald Trump? The only difference is a man lost his goddamn life. Those 2 people went to prison. And so why y'all going around with the polls going up for this fat Krispy Kreme motherfucking murderer? It's beyond me. He the same goddamn motherfucker as Donald Trump. And then if you ask him, should Donald Trump be in prison? Of course he says no. And then he on CNN talking about the man shouldn't be in prison, shouldn't be charged because Jack Smith already charged Donald Trump. But Jack Smith didn't charge the other 18 people. Well, you can't have it both ways. Either all 19 people should be charged for conspiracy against the government and RICO charges, or only one person should be charged. See, that's what tells you the federal case ain't nothing gonna happen to Donald Trump. Because they already worked that out to let him off already. That's why Donald Trump is walking around here threatening the judges. He don't give a fuck because he already know ain't nothing gonna happen to him in the federal charges with Jack Smith. He ain't even take no fingerprints. He out on bail. Who the fuck you know can make conspiracy against the government, threaten the government, and you out on bail walking around whoop-de-dee-dee-dee, going to weddings and shit, your daughter's weddings. Because he know ain't a goddamn thing gonna happen to him. But in the state case, you going to prison, bitch. So here's Christie out there, already planting his little seeds because him and Donald Trump is just like this. They're the same motherfucker. But you don't have no control over the state case, bitch. You ain't got no say-so and no control. So already they trying to transfer everything to the federal case. God, man, please. See, the state case is for real. Unless somebody gets a hold of... hold on. Can't see my head. Unless somebody gets a hold of somebody in the state case is for real so far. Because like the sheriff said, unless somebody tells him differently, motherfuckers is getting handcuffed. You getting fingerprinted and you getting a mugshot. So that's why everybody's trying to get that case transferred to the federal. Because the federal government, we already know there's no real federal government left. So far, the state case is legitimate. Whether or not it remains legitimate remains to be seen. And they trying their best to snatch it from him. You done got Donald Trump out there. He done already threatened, got somebody out there to threaten to kill a judge. If that was me or you, we'd be under the prison already. We wouldn't be still out on bail. What the fuck kind of circus is this? Where my thing at? What kind of circus is this? What's this? I swear to God. Where's my... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? My cinnamon. Cinnamon. Can't believe. I could have swore I bought another box of... I could have swore I bought another box of... another box of pancake mix. Oh. I would have swore I bought another box of pancake mix. Yes, I did. I am right-handed, but my hand hurt. Dag nabbit. Zaggy nagget. Daggity nagged it. So here go the fake ass news. Because they don't like who else is running. Now Christie was down at number 3%. So here's the fake ass news. Oh, in New Hampshire, he's up at number 70%. Now how do you go from 3% to 70%? Why? Because they control the newspapers. So they could fix his numbers. Oh, DeSantis was 24%. Oh, well, how do you feel knowing that you surpassed DeSantis and that you're number 2? That man ain't went from no 3% to 70%. But when you control the newspapers, you can put him up at any number you want to put him up at. Don't believe that we want Krispy. Oh, well, Krispy ass Kreme. Now you got Democrats wanting you over everybody else. Nobody want Crispy ass Kreme. He's a horrible person. We don't want him. But again, CNN is now run by Republicans, and they're picking who they want. They figure if they can't have Donald Trump, they want to pick who they want. Well, guess what? We don't want Donald Trump, and we don't want Krispy Kreme, Christie. Instead of dictating who the fuck you think we want as the president. We don't want Biden. We don't want Krispy Kreme, Christie, and we don't want Trump. Try again, CNN and MSNBC. Try again. And we don't want all these goddamn immigrants in this country. Y'all think y'all going to dictate who we want. But you're not. It's the same motherfucker that helped kill half the motherfucking people in this country with that virus. His fat ass almost died himself. I think I should be able to get about 3 or 4 panner cakes out of this. I think so. I think I can. Oh. Get my little cake pan ready. Ooh, this thing's so hot. This thing ain't even take boost. Get ready. Oh, now this thing ain't white. This thing ain't done. Dang on it. We are not playing with you people because we know all of y'all is tied at the hips. Y'all trying to replace Americans with a new set of Americans, just like y'all did with the slaves. I don't get who the fuck y'all want to be in here. Y'all ain't slick. Y'all are not slick. Y'all people better wake up in this country. Because they want a new bunch of people. Now, you tell me, what sense does it make that we have all these treaties with these countries is so that the countries keep their citizens in their country? And that we have a treaty where we trade the goods, right? Because this is what the treaties was for. The ones that are in my video, the 3-hour video that I got on my channel, that I'm going to keep up there another month. And I just showed you on the last video how to go through and look at the sections. I didn't do all the countries, but it's about 50 countries that we are paying hundreds of millions of dollars. Imports and exports, right? We have treaties with these countries. Because don't think that I'm talking about everybody who came to this country. I'm not talking about everybody who came to this country as an immigrant. There's immigrants here that came here legitimately. I'm not talking about every immigrant that came to this country. I'm talking about the migrants that just came over here on some bullshit like the lady I did the video with. So I'm not talking about every immigrant. Come on, make sense. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So don't get an attitude because I'm saying the word immigrant. Y'all immigrants that came here legitimately, or you had a legitimate reason for coming here. Because some immigrants came here because they helped our country. Y'all did things for our country. You came here because you were a doctor and we didn't have enough doctors in that field. Make sense. You know I'm not talking about every single solitary immigrant. The ones that I'm talking about mostly are the migrants that came here. They just said, fuck it, we just gonna come over here and force ourselves in here. Of course, I'm not talking about DACA or immigrants. Where your parent came here, they dropped your ass off. I'm not talking about y'all. So use common sense when I'm talking about immigrants. Y'all know the fucking ones I'm talking about. But the plan, and again, Representative in the 5-minute video that I have on there, Robert Garcia, the bullshit that he's trying to do. See, he came here when he was younger. I don't know if his parents migrated here legally, but he came here, he migrated here as a child. I don't know the circumstances under which he came. But the bullshit that he's talking about, where his parents migrated here, and I don't know under what the circumstances are, but he has a lot of audacity to say, my parents migrated here and I came here as a child. And now that I became a teacher and I now am here in Congress, I want to change the asylum rules because the asylum rules are full of bullshit. And I now there is a backlog of 7 million, and 100 million are at the borders here illegally. So I want you guys to come here the way that I did so we can get enough of us in here to change this asylum. So we can get more of y'all to flood in here. Well, think about what this motherfucker's saying. If you do that, there ain't no room in this country. Nowhere in this motherfucking country is there enough room, right? Because that's why your country is the way it is. There is nowhere in this country is there enough room for the 300 million Americans that are already in here, plus the 300 million that have come here already, plus the 300 million from China has over a billion people in it. If everybody migrates from China, Japan, Venezuelan, every country got 100 million motherfuckers to a billion motherfuckers. Do you think North America can hold everybody from every country with every virus, with every disease, with every airborne disease, with every disease in their body, can all migrate to the continent of North America? Do you think everybody from all over the world can migrate to this motherfucker and live here and on this one continent? Think about that while I turn this motherfucker pancake over. Time's up. You think that this motherfucker can handle all those many people with all those many hazards and biohazards and the viruses and diseases on this goddamn continent? Think about that. You think that this continent can handle all that? It's going to be a civil war. Now, I said that before, and somebody said something smart aleck to me in the comments. I had to cuss the motherfucker out. I said the people with the darker skin, the melanin, they survived in Africa. And the people that, because we are all the same people way back then, before they started calling people by this race and that race, back then you were just called by your tribe. We didn't have white, black, Italian, this, that, right? You were just called by what region of the country you were from. But see, younger people don't realize that. Because first, them motherfuckers don't even pick up a Bible and read it. If you read your Bible, you'll realize there was no white and black people in the Bible. You were just called by the tribe that you were from. I ain't going into that because you're also goddamn smart. You know everything. Read your goddamn Bible. You don't see names in the Bible like that. But y'all so smart, you know everything. Fuck all y'all. You don't want to take what I'm saying? Fuck you. I ain't got time to go through all that and explain all that shit to you motherfucking that y'all so goddamn smart. So, I was just simply trying to say, you were just known by the family that you came from back then. And the word nigger, because motherfuckers stole my culture, I don't know how to say it the correct way. But a derivative of it, Nigger, nigger or niger, however it's said, because you motherfuckers stole my language. Anyway, the word nigger was just meant a group of people, and you could be any complexion, you could be any what your hair texture or anything. It just meant that you belong to that group. Your eye complexion could be any complexion, your skin, your nose could be any width, right? You could be from any region. It just meant that you belong to that group, right? So nigger is not a derogatory word. That was the clan that you belong to back then. My nigga. Bitches. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. I ain't got time to explain this to you. So anyway, what happened was, because y'all smarter than me, I'm stupid. Let me get my pancake and sit down and eat. We have been sending money to all of those various different places since the early and mid and late we, America, have been sending to all of those places. So, and exchanging goods. I'm not going to explain all that shit again. I did that in my video for a reason. And I took the paper and I held it up and I put a link in that video and I explained all of the people that are in office right now. Some of them have passed away, but most of them are still there right now. They've developed something called treaties. Treaties, people. Four little pancakes, my first meal of the day. Whew. To take my little pill. And this video is in response to somebody who wrote me back while I was at the doctor's today. I got me some chia. Chia. And some asparagus. And some strawberries. And some palm juice. I'm blending it up with some turmeric and some ginger. And some real lemon. And some honey. And a touch of Splenda. gonna be delicious. But I'm hot as hell. Get me some dipping sauce for my pancakes. Until I'm ready. Baby. Turn that down. My ass get cold real quick. Have that cold air on me. I'll be kidding. Okay, first meal of the day. Let me see if I can get to you. Oh. Hell no. I'm gonna get this out of here. Just about a bitch. I wonder. All right. Okay, so dipping sauce. Hell, what was I talking about? I haven't found out. Let's see. Let's see. The person responded back to me. Wait, was I supposed to take this now? Ouch. Dang. I was supposed to take that at bedtime. Cut out anyway. Ain't even gonna be in the video. Anyway, I did a video. For those of you who don't know, about oh yeah, now I remember. I did a video. It was a 3-hour video, and I went the other day. I showed people how to go get the video, pull down the read more, and look at the timestamps, and then you can go through and find a section on the treaties that our country has with all of the countries where the people who we have treaties with. Those people are immigrants. We have treaties with them from way back. Pretty much it's for reparations, in great part from when we had wars with their countries. And other part is we had wars, we ravaged their countries, or we had wars, or we backed other countries that had wars with their countries. And instead of calling it reparations, it's just debts that we owed for arming other countries that then turned around and attacked their country, right? That's still a payment of reparations. But for, helping other countries like France and Spain and Portuguese, Iraq, Iran, helping them or empowering another country to fight against their country, Israel, the Gaza Strip, things like that. Things that we did to smaller countries. So what our country did was enter into treaties with them to help them economically sustain themselves. Yet they still refuse to provide reparations to the descendants of the slaves that they once stole from that country, our country of origin, brought here, which is why we are here. And then when the government gave our ancestors land, right? Or the slave owner freed our ancestors and gave our ancestors the mean and to sustain themselves, because they wouldn't give our ancestors jobs. And our ancestors had land that they left to us, our culture, our language, and then it was stolen from us by the government that would have been passed out to us. Somebody literally asked me, what proof do Black people, what proof is there that Black people would be successful or something like that? Literally said that to me. So I said, I'm really interested in knowing, why do Black people need to provide proof to you that we would be successful? But I want to know, why do I need to show you proof? I never got an answer back. And then I said, all of these races of people that got reparation didn't need to provide any proof in order to get their reparation. Our government just gave them reparations. And I'm really curious to know, why do I, as a Black person, need to show proof before I get my reparations? This government has given reparations to every country, to every race of people. Why do I need to show proof? So right now they have treaties as a form of reparation with every goddamn country. including Russia, including Ukraine. It's the gall of every fucking race of motherfuckers that I look at every day to tell me that I don't deserve to have reparations because I'm black. And I'm going to waste it. Because I'm not a hard worker. It's the gall of you motherfuckers. Because I never applied myself. Because I'm a drug dealer. Because I'm lazy. Because I don't deserve it. Because it was a long time ago. Fuck all of y'all. Fuck every last one of you motherfuckers. You don't deserve it. Your answer is it's the jealousy of you. It's the jealousy of all of y'all that y'all today don't have it. And some of y'all are actually entitled to it. But it's just a jealousy that I might get it and have something that y'all don't. It's just jealousy that y'all don't want people like me to get it because y'all don't have it, because y'all aren't entitled to it. It's not an entitlement. It's what's owed. It's what this government owes some of us. That's all it is. But right now, what is literally about to happen? You have people the illegal immigrants that there's 100 million of them here already, and there's another 100 million about to come, and they're about to wipe out not just the MAGA, they're about to wipe out the original 300 something Americans that are here. They're about to wipe all of us the fuck out because y'all motherfuckers is greedy. They're about to wipe everybody the fuck out. They got Biden to put these, and see that the rich people in this country think, well, we're rich, so we don't really have to worry about it. And we're in power and we're in control. I'm going to see it before my life is over. I swear to God, I can't wait. Just because you motherfuckers are so selfish and you're so greedy. I'm going to see it. We don't work together. We don't work together. Y'all thinking, oh, we Hispanic. They don't look at you as their brother. You Hispanic people that's in this country. They don't look at you as their brethren. You Jamaicans that's in this country. They want you. They want to replace you. You in their spot. Just like all them people in Plainfield that got kicked out. Y'all think that y'all Hispanic? And these Venezuelans that's coming over here that's laying in the street, yeah, they pat you in the back. You think them Cubans? You think they think that you're Hispanic? And they see you as their brethren? They'll stab you in your goddamn back so fast to get your spot in America. Keep thinking it. Same thing with you Asians, you Asian Americans. They can't wait to get over here, take your goddamn spot in America, because all of us can't stay in America. The continent ain't big enough to house every goddamn buddy. Bunch of goddamn fools. Think everybody can live on this one little ass motherfucking continent. Did you think we're gonna build up to the sky and keep going higher and higher and higher? They got sinkholes over in their goddamn continent right now because there's too many motherfuckers over there. You can only put but so many people. My sister told me the other day they fixed a building over there in Plainfield and they went up. I said, no, they can't go up. She said, yeah, they went up. I said, no, they can't build up. But they did. They built another thing up there. I said, when I was going to the thing, the people in the city council know that that's a historic district. When I used to go to the city council and drag my kids out there, they already knew that from that area, 2nd Street all the way down, they knew that they could not, those were all historic buildings. And right around that high school in 8th Street and 9th Street, it had signs, historic building, and you couldn't build on top of that because the structure of the street, you couldn't build on top of it because it was too heavy. So she said, yeah, there was a sinkhole over there the other day. I said, right, that's why you can't build going up. So I guess all the people on the city council is gone. I said, well, Adrian Mack was on the city council back then. He knows you can't build up. Now he's the mayor now. He ain't on the city council no more. He's the mayor. But he knows you can't build on going up on top of those buildings. So I guess all the people that were there and Urquhart and all of them, I guess they done passed on and passed away and stuff. And so he letting people, as the mayor, being greedy and shit, he letting people build up. Now I want the money. Whole goddamn Front Street, that whole area gonna crash. All y'all gonna be sitting on the rubble. You start building up. Come to think of it, I don't even see the historic signs on there that say historic area no more. Right where that bank, United Bank, used to be. Now it says PNC, right across from the welfare building. You can't build apartment buildings and go up 3 and 4 stories high. You can only go up 2 stories. Now they got a sinkhole in there. Now on First Street, they're putting an apartment building up there. 4 stories high. It's a death trap. That means elevators up and down. That means cars being parked in it. I ain't even gonna ride past it no more. That's the whole reason why they never put apartment buildings there, because the street cannot handle, the infrastructure could not handle the vibration of having apartment buildings there and cars and stuff. They couldn't handle it. So that's a death trap waiting to happen. The whole goddamn building gonna crumble, and all them people gonna mark my words in this video. It's a death trap waiting to happen. Sanctuary City is going to be what they call that. Not the sanctuary. It's going to be sanctuary, all right. Yeah, that's a perfect name for it. It is going to be a sanctuary. Bunch of dead motherfuckers under rubble. Exactly what it's going to be. Don't move your family in there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send the mayor an email just as a reminder when I finish this video. So he can't say he didn't know. Because you know goddamn well he ain't supposed to put no apartment buildings nowhere in that area, in that historic area. All right, that's enough about that. Back to what I'm saying. Because see, my kids is grown, their kids is grown, and I done got grandkids. So maybe he forgot. So I'll just send him a little reminder. All right. because the city hasn't changed and you still can't build upon it. Anyway, my point is North America cannot handle 600 and 700 million motherfuckers. So either they got to go or we got to go. Y'all got somewhere else to go? Or either a lot of people got to die. I'm about to turn 56. I ain't about to die. What they going to do? Send another virus? See, that virus was supposed to kill off a lot of us. But it killed off a lot of them. Didn't kill off enough of them. Virus was supposed to get rid of a lot of people around the world. Christie was part of that with Donald Trump. It didn't kill off enough people. And so now he's running for president. I guess he want a second go at it. Americans cost too much money for rich people. It's a certain type of people that rich people need. They don't need Americans. Americans got workers' comp. Americans want living wages. Y'all need to wake up. Americans file lawsuits. Americans got workers' comp. Americans want living wages. Americans hire attorneys. What do the immigrants do? They work for $2 an hour. And they don't want none of that. So what group of people do you want in your country? You want the immigrants or you want the Americans? Americans want civil rights and civil liberties. Now, what group of people do you want in your country? You want to wipe out a bunch of people and bring in another group of people? And y'all steady out there voting for these goddamn Republicans and conservative Democrats. When you gonna wake up? You're steady voting for the wrong type of motherfucking people. Who controls all the radio stations? Who controls CNN? You see, they got rid of anybody on CNN and MSNBC that's saying anything that we want to hear. Hello? They done got rid of Chuck Todd. They don't work on the news circuit. They don't work their way down. And ABC, NBC, all the people that said the stuff that we wanted to hear, they got a clean slate. All them goddamn radio stations and TV stations is owned by the same one or two same motherfuckers. If it wasn't for what's this thing I'm recording on right here? YouTube, you wouldn't hear nobody's opinion. The fuck you want? If it wasn't for YouTube, we wouldn't know what we think. We'd be like the MAGA people. We wouldn't hear nothing but what Fox News wanted us to hear. So now all the other radio, TV stations, all we hear is what they want us to hear. The only person left is Ari Melber. And I think they're about to clip his little wings. But MSNBC, they got rid of anybody that had a voice. They even shut down, she ain't about to lose her job. She still got a little bit of her opinion, but she still got to say what they tell her to say. Oh shit. Yeah, but they shut them people down, honey. No more opinion news. And even Ari Melber, he yeah, that the news is no more news. The news is what they want you to hear. They already pre-select the news. So if you ain't watching somebody on YouTube, you're not getting no more opinion from nobody. I still watch the other news stuff. I do still watch it because my mother always told me you always want to know what government is doing. And that's how you find out what the government is doing. You watch the CNNs, you watch the ABCs, the CBS, the MSNBCs, you watch the local station. You always watch them because you always want to know what the fuck the government is up to. But if you really want to know what people in the world are thinking, you go to something like mine. So you know what we thinking. We bounce ideas off each other. Even if you disagree with what the fuck I'm saying, you still go and you watch what the fuck other people videos that real people are like me. I'm a real person. Ain't nobody telling me what to think. How do you know? Because I curse on my motherfuckers feeds. That's why. You can't curse on them other shows. That's why I got the thing up there. Don't let your kid watch my my videos. Only adults. But for real, the government is giving money to these other countries. And we need to vote for people that are going to stop all those treaties. We don't need to buy stuff from other countries no more because everybody in their country is coming here. Why are we sending money to those countries? We should have been paid them back. We've been sending them money to them countries every 10 years and renewing those contracts every 10 years. Why? It's time for us to make our stuff here in America. We don't mind doing business, buying stuff from other countries, things that we can't buy here, but we are paying them for shit that we can make in this country. We need to renegotiate and stuff, and we need people in Congress that are renegotiating things for us. So everybody that's been in Congress for 20 years, stop. Don't put these motherfuckers back in Congress again. Why you keep putting them back in Congress? Why you keep putting Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz and Ron Johnson and John Johnson and come on. We got to do better. We got to do better. Or we stop arguing with each other. Affirmative action is gone. Every judge, Roberts needs to go. All the Republican judges need to go. The Democratic ones that have been there for forever, they need to go. Lifetime appointments, judges, they need to go. Everybody needs terms. Ketanji Johnson, she just got there, so we let her stay. The one with the if there's a judge there that's 80 years old, I tell you what, 85. Let them retire at 85. But all the Republican ones that just got rid of the affirmative action and the abortion, all them judges need to go, and they need to be replaced with independent Republican and Democrat judges, and split it up and make it even. But we're not putting no Republican judges on there that overturned anything like Roe v. Wade. They can be Republican, but not that's getting rid of affirmative action and not that's getting rid of Roe v. Wade. I think that's fair. Yes, they can be Republican judges, but if you want to get rid of Roe v. Wade and you want to get rid of affirmative action, then just know that you're going to be pulled. Right? So this way, you don't have a whole bunch of Democrats because we can find some Republican judges to be on the Supreme Court that's not going to do what these judges that's on there right now doing. It's Republican judges that won't do what they doing. Just gotta get rid of them corrupt motherfuckers that's on there. All right, I gotta go. Now I gotta cut this tape. I gotta cut this video. But come on, Americans, we gotta wake up. All right, I gotta go. Have a nice day.